It's gone live. Has it gone live?
Nah!
We have to check now every single time. Oh?
Oh my god, we're live! We're live!
I'm going to turn you down.
We're live! We are live! We're live!
Yes, we are live. Welcome everyone to the 14th episode of Weekly Dose of Mayhem.
Yes.
The only show where we always redesign a robot after every competition. And speaking of competitions, we are going to be talking about two of them today. Let's start off with the one we attended last weekend.
Well, first of all, explanation of where we were last week. Snowed in.
Snowed, a whole bunch of snow.
But competition was not snowed in.
Yes.
So we trudged hundreds of miles on our backs. Robot in a backpack, snowshoes on, through the snow, through the cold, day and night for the whole week until we got to the Utica qualifier.
We were in a bus for 3 hours.
We trudged hundreds of miles to Utica, New York, non-stop. I didn't sleep the whole trek.
Yeah.
The whole 100-mile snowshoe.
I saw you sleeping. You were like stretched out on like two chairs right beside each other on the bus because we went in a bus.
No, I walked 100 miles. It took all week through the snow and the ice.
That's great. Anyways, talking about Utica, it happened and we went there.
Thank you, Mohawk Valley Community College, for hosting.
Yes, that's
Thank you, Mohawk Valley Community College, and Tina Betts. She's the FTC coordinator for the whole state of New York, and they do a great job.
Yes. So, of course, hosting it in the home of FTC in New York, Excelsior region, it was a very good event, very cool. We brought both teams, and how did we do? We kind of cooked. We cooked. We had a strategy a little bit. If you were there, you might have seen what we did. But we brought both robots, including the new green bot, which you saw last time. Yes.
Green team went undefeated in qualifiers, so we were the first seeded alliance.
Yes, and
we were the only team at that event to go undefeated, I believe.
Yes, and we did.
And white team almost went undefeated, but they lost to green team. So green team. So
it's a reverse of last time because last time green
we played with you.
Yeah, white
you went
team,
undefeated except when you played with us.
Yes. No, white team went undefeated.
Yeah.
Until we played with you because you brought us down because of your old robot.
Sorry about that.
So it's a switcheroo now, and not only is this a switcheroo in that sense, it's also a switcheroo in terms of advancement. Now, the reason this episode is called Qualified is because it now marks both teams being qualified for states for the 2024 center stage season.
So, green team was the first seeded alliance. White team was almost undefeated, except because they drove over a vision prop, which was a big triangle, and we're now calling it the road spike because it got stuck under your robot for the whole match.
If you saw that, it was incredible. It drove over, and because it is, do you have it still, or did I put it away?
I can go get it.
Yeah, it's basically this tetrahedron, which it just culminates at a point right at the tip. It's like a mountain, and our robot drove under it. No, it's not a pyramid. Okay, I guess it's a tetrahedron. It's in the game pieces bin. Yeah. So, the robot drove over it, the white team robot drove over it, and then got stuck on like one of the odometer wheels or something that was poking out underneath the robot, and we basically started rolling around, and then we eventually tipped over, but incredible. Yeah, so
we call it the road spike now because of it happened a bunch of times in Utica. Robots would just drive over it and it would get stuck under them.
Yeah.
Not as bad as white teams because white team couldn't get it out.
Yeah, I didn't.
But we call it the road spike now because it really does look like a road spike.
Yeah.
Thanks you, James Bennett, for designing this. Very cool.
Very cool. Thanks.
Also, thank you, Hamid, for doing I'm gonna let you. Well, you can talk briefly about this. Your TensorFlow model for the vision for both teams this year, because it works pretty much the same on both bot, right?
Yeah, it's trained to design a blue and red version of our logo. And other types of logos as well, just our logo in general. Like if I point it to one of those boxes over there with our logo on it, it'll recognize it.
It is yet to fail.
It is yet to fail. I would like to take a moment to talk about that because I think it's pretty cool. So originally we were training our models with the FTC machine learning toolkit, which is like that web interface where you put the boxes on there and you can track it and you put in a video and you get out a model and it trains on Google Cloud. But the thing about that is it wasn't really working that well. We went through multiple iterations of the team prop before we settled on that one, and none of them quite got a great match. So what we did is we said this is going to be the best model that we are ever going to do. And what I did is I learned over the course of 2 or 3 days how to make a full TensorFlow model on Linux from start to finish using just the official stuff.
Not just on Linux. Windows 11
remoted into a Windows 10 machine running Windows subsystem for Linux, running Ubuntu through Japan.
On a VPN through Japan.
On a VPN through Japan.
It was quite the setup you had.
Yeah, because
when you were training, yeah.
Because the school firewall is quite strict, so it blocks like remote desktop connections. So had to use a VPN. I was connected through Japan, through Poland, through the Netherlands. It was crazy.
You were connected at once?
Yeah, one. No.
Yeah.
You could swap servers, but yeah. So, anyways, what happened is...
Sorry, IT department. We need the Drano TensorFlow model.
Yeah, oops. I mean, it's through WireGuard, so it's safe regardless, and it's Chrome Remote Desktop. Anyways, so, we trained this model using the best training data we have yet. Different lighting conditions, different poses, and multiple props in each photo. And we trained it on not 5,000 inference steps, which is the standard for FTC ML. We trained this model on 50,000 inference steps, and it took, instead of 43 minutes, 4 hours and 30 minutes.
How long were you taking photos for? I remember you and James were doing it, and you were taking photos for
a couple hours, yeah. But honestly, the longest part wasn't the training, it was the labeling. Because for every single photo, and there were 720 exactly photos, you had to draw 2 or 3 boxes and label them. This is the red face, this is the blue face.
Now I have a question.
Yes.
Why did you label the blue face red prop and the red face blue prop?
That is a misconception. There's a step in it where you have to define what ID matches with what label, and I swapped them.
Okay.
So that's a thing I can easily fix, but also we can fix it later by just disregarding that metadata and just overwriting it.
Can we not fix it? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny, and literally it doesn't matter because originally the reason why we did a separation between red and blue is because if both teams were competing, we didn't want to. If both of our teams were competing on different alliances on the same side, we didn't want to see their prop and not see ours and go to a different place.
Yeah, and have that mess up the auto.
Right. So we trained both red and blue, but in the end, our logic doesn't care. It literally just takes the one that it ever recognizes. That is 100% confident in and just goes there. Literally, there is a method in the code that says get oh my god, I can't talk. Get best recognition, and it literally returns the first recognition. Because that's always the best one. Because it's always 100% confident or never. There are like no false positives. It's incredible.
It's quite extraordinary.
It's pretty cool. I've got it on my phone.
Because, oh god, she's gonna do it on your phone.
Yes, because in the process of testing this, because both robots and my phone are running Android, which means I can just go over there and it'll detect it. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Do you want to hold up the prop and I can try this?
Let's go to the camera.
Yeah, hold up the prop. Hold up the
Walk
prop.
with me.
Yes. All right. And there it is. Yep, it sees that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is an orange box around it, and that's pretty good. And it has,
you can like move it and stuff, and it still detects it.
Yeah, it works honestly better on the. Oh my god, it works better on the robot than on the phone, which is weird, because it takes more time.
Well,
so
probably because the camera's not moving.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway.
Yeah, but we just got off track a whole bunch.
It was a good.
Yeah, it was a good. I like talking about my TensorFlow model.
It's quite extraordinary.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, Utica.
Yes, white team performance, because at Utica, white team qualified, and that's cool. So
green team was the first seeded alliance, and we picked white team. However, that alliance, the first alliance, did get second place. So white team did not qualify off of Robot because you guys qualified off of second Inspire.
Yes, we got second place Inspire for white team, which let us qualify, which is hilarious because last time green team won second place Inspire and we got to finalist alliance, but they qualified.
And you guys won.
No. Yeah, we won, but you qualified. This time we got second place Inspire. You got finalist alliance, but we won. Mm-hmm. It is crazy out here.
Since we didn't win off the finalist alliance, the Iron Devils and the Mechanical Devils. I'm not sure if I think they're sister teams. Maybe they're not. I'm not sure. But congratulations to the Iron Devils for also qualifying at the Utica qualifier. You guys were fun to work with because we played with you and talked with you a bunch.
Yes. So about your new robot, which you showed off. This was the first competition that you attended with that bot. How did it go?
We thought it worked real well. We've made a few sort quick changes to wrist on the bot, just to make it just to kind of get rid of some play in the wrist. Also adding a throughbore encoder so our programmers can get some more exact values about wrist position in relation to arm position. We can do some cool virtual 4-bar code.
Yeah, not necessarily virtual 4-bar. Because that last year's game really relied on 4-bar things that you could keep it level as it moved up and down. This year you have to have it at an angle for the board and then down to the ground for picking up. So we leave that up to the drivers. I don't know what you guys do.
We're keeping the robot mostly the same. I would bring it over, but it's kind of in half because of the. So the fun thing about this robot is if you want to change the arm, you have to change you have to take the shoulder off because you can't get the arm off without taking the shoulder off, and that kind of there's two parts of the robot: the shoulder and not the shoulder. So you kind of have to take the whole thing apart. We had to take it apart to put the new wrist and arm on, but it's fine. It's pretty much almost done.
Yeah.
What else is on this list?
Awards. Awards. Yes. Speaking of,
I
think we put them on the shelf. Okay. But we've got. I think he sent what we got in a chat.
I just know it there. Both teams, obviously, because we were.
Yes, I got the list. So, for awards, green team won. Second place, Motivate. First place, Control Award.
Yeah.
Because of a certain technology, and third place.
Are we still not talking about the
thing?
All right, we're not going to talk about it because we're going to have James and Anthony.
Fun autocode. Upcoming maybe.
We should have James and Anthony.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we can have us three do that because we're the programmers. For white team, Innovate first place and Inspire second place. Very cool.
Qualified.
And yes, qualified, and you guys got finalist alliance. Actually, both of us were the finalist alliance. Yeah, that was our strategy. We wanted to get green team up to first, and then they would pick us, and then we would try and win. But unfortunately, we did not. But
the Iron Devils had they had a very impressive bot. They well deserved that win.
Yeah, very cool.
They had they had an incredible auto. They had a good bot. Yeah. They were also just really fun to talk to because we played with them and then against them twice. So we scouted with them a little bit. So they were the Iron Devils well deserved that win.
Yep. And we also got.
Speaking of scouting.
No, I want to
Okay,
talk about
fine. I won't. Fine.
I
Fine.
want-
Ruin my transition. Fine.
I mean, do you want to talk about the
No,
Dean's List Awards?
Oh, Dean's List. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's probably important.
Yeah. So
Dean's
we
List.
got 4 semi-finalists from across both teams at Utica. For Green Team, we have Hannah and James.
Congratulations, Hannah and James.
And for White Team, we have Oscar and me.
Congratulations, Oscar and Harmon.
Yes. They gave me a pin, and it's a pretty cool pin. It's on my shirt now. So yeah, we got 4 semi-finalists, which means I have to do a big scary interview in February or something, or so I've been told. And they're
Have they not sent out that email yet?
they said
Okay.
they said at the competition what would happen. But anyways, so yeah,
Talking on the topic of scouting.
way too late. I'm sorry. Yeah, really quickly, because we are short on time here. We are developing currently some new versions of our scouting apps. So we have the match scouting and the pit scouting app. The match scouting app is still on the first version Firebase and website model of it. But
Want to learn more about it? Go to White Team's conference in Houston.
in Houston, yes, go to our conference.
If they get it again, which
They have shown interests. And
they have emailed us. They emailed White Team asking them to apply for the scouting.
Yeah.
Anyway, scouting.
But, so yeah, if we're there, be there, learn about it. It's pretty cool. But our scouting app conference isn't going to be the same as last year because we've been working on some new stuff. Something we've been planning. We've been making some machinations, if you will.
a little creation. Big shout out to James Jiang and Mr. Burnett.
Yes.
They've been working real hard at this. James Jiang is our scout captain this year. He's been doing a good job. Thank you, James.
Yes. And
A lot of James praise for both Jameses.
you're very cool, James.
James.
Yes. So our new scouting app, the pit scouting app that we used at Utica, is based on Google App Sheet, which is a web-based app platform for mobile for both Android and iOS, and it lets us interact really, really easily with a built-in database or an external database. And we've used it to basically it's a form that we fill out and it gets sent there, and then we can do a whole bunch of math to figure out for each team what's their sort of how good are they, what are their resources, figure out where in the ballpark they are, and just try and see what that means for us and get some good statistics.
It helps us create a very deep pick list.
Yes.
So I think James had a pick list that was about 9 teams deep.
Yes.
Just a list of who we would want to play with. That was about 9 teams deep.
Yeah.
Off of it. And he just collected that from all that information.
Yeah, we're going to continue to work on scouting app stuff, and we're looking into.
Well, you can't pull it up right now, can you?
No, I can't. I don't think so.
We'll pull it up.
Yeah, but one thing we are working on is getting a custom visualization software for drive statistics.
Mrs. Wells!
Oh my goodness!
We do not have a headset for you. Hi.
Hello, hi, Miss Wells.
But that's.
Oh.
Hey everyone!
Hi, Miss Wells.
So we were just watching the podcast in class. We were just finishing up some work, and I remembered.
my God.
Oh yeah, you guys are streaming right now.
It's got 5 views.
Yeah, so we were just online
It's a new
watching
record.
class, and I said I was gonna come down here and say hi and be on it. And I don't think you've talked about our big event yet, so I'll leave you guys.
We were
to
getting
it.
to that. He kept talking about stuff.
You're getting really excited.
Yeah.
Hot in the mic there, friend.
I keep trying to turn him down, and then he keeps talking quietly, then I have to turn him back up.
Yeah!
Alright, so I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna start getting ready for this big event happening tomorrow.
We will talk about it
Alright.
in just a sec.
Speaking of big events happening tomorrow.
So, just to talk about the scouting app a little bit more. We're going to continue developing more custom stuff, and we want to make this as flexible as possible. as flexible as possible for outreach and matches and other stuff like that, even internal operations, all of this like databasing and data collection stuff, but we also want to make it easy and accessible for other teams, so that's a big problem to solve. But once we find a good solution for that, we will make sure to share this with everyone at the Worlds Conference, or just wherever we find you. So yeah, that's about it. So,
speaking of big events that are
There it
happening
is.
tomorrow,
yes, the FTC, the first ever First Tech Challenge Buffalo qualifier, and guess where it is? Woo! Right
you
here.
guys are yelling at me for being loud.
I don't have a mic. I need to be loud.
Woo!
I'm monitoring everything.
I can't hear his headset. He can hear mine.
So, for our qualifier, it is happening tomorrow. I'm very nervous about it, but we have 12 teams coming to it. Am I allowed to list who's coming? Okay. I'll pull that up.
It's publicly available. Like, you could just look that up.
Okay, my bad. I'm going to look it up then. I'm in the process of looking it up. It is being looked up. It's been looked up. I'm clicking the button. Okay, here it is. So, we have the Buff Cyborgs. Team
Yeah,
TARDIS,
Buff Cyborgs.
The
Team TARDIS.
the Enderbots.
And the bots.
Gorilla Bots.
Little bots.
Oncoming Storm.
Oncoming Storm.
Mechanical Meltdown.
Mechanical Meltdown.
Robotic Raiders.
Robotic Raiders.
Beam Robotics.
Beam.
Rough Estimate.
Rough Estimate.
Rust Belt Robotics.
Rust Belt Robotics.
Roxai.
Roxai?
New
New team. Roxai, welcome to First.
And Utica Atomic Robots.
They're also new this year, right?
Yes.
Welcome to First.
3 rookie teams this year. Did you say TARDIS?
Yes, TARDIS. Yes.
TARDIS is not a rookie team.
TARDIS is
There
not.
were 3 rookie teams this year.
There's 3, yeah. Yeah.
Rust Belt, Rockside, and Utica.
Yeah. There's 3 rookie teams, Rust Belt, Roxai, and Utica, for this event. So, pretty cool. We have been asking to do this event for a while now, and we finally have
6
permission.
years.
Huh?
6 years.
6 years. And we finally have permission to do this, so we have to make this a really good event so that we can keep doing it.
So you see what Hamid's doing right now, all this live streaming, camera, wires all over the table kind of thing?
Yeah, as soon as we
He's
end this,
gotta
I'm taking this and putting it in the gym and setting it up there.
Speaking of, you're
Okay, we're gonna get ready to move stuff. So, I'm going to speed run the rest of this. This will add to all of the events that we alone have been running in Buffalo, our FLL events, and our off-season scrimmages, Mayhem in May. So that'll be really cool. Yeah, right after this podcast, we're going to be setting all of that up for tomorrow, and it's going to be great. And we've got a lot of volunteers and a lot of students who are helping out, and our mentors have been shadowing other events to learn all of the systems, so we are, I'd say, pretty well prepared for this event, although
You are just rocketing off these bullet points.
I am rocking off all of those bullet points.
tonight because I'm nervous about something.
I do that every night. You wanted to show something.
Yes, you probably saw me steal this. Tiffany. She made these. These are the FLC 4930 buttons. Show those.
Look at
I just
those.
wanted to show them because they're kind of cool.
They look so cool.
And also, I just wanted to shout out Tiffany.
Very cool.
There's been a lot of shout outs.
There's so many great people worth shouting.
Because everyone's just so awesome. Yeah.
Alright, and that's the end of the thing. That's the end of the list of things that we have to
Miss
talk
Wells,
about.
do you want to sign it off?
Too anxious.
Dang, okay. Oh man.
No. Good night, everyone!
Good night, everybody!